The unyielding spirit of love. The fall of fortune. In the bustling heart of Warri, Delta State, Nigeria, Chief Emeka Okonkwo was a name synonymous with wealth. His oil and gas empire sprawled across the Niger Delta, his mansion in GRA a beacon of opulence. Emeka, a charismatic man in his 40s, had built his fortune through grit and cunning, navigating the murky waters of business and politics. His wife, Adaize, was the epitome of grace, her beauty rivaled only by her wisdom. Together, they were the envy of Warri's elite, their love a rare gem in a world of fleeting alliances. But fate is a fickle master. A sudden crash in global oil prices, coupled with a betrayal by a trusted partner, sent Emeka's empire crumbling. Contracts were canceled, debts piled up, and creditors circled like vultures. The mansion was seized, the fleet of cars repossessed. Emeka, once a king, was reduced to a tenant in a cramped two-bedroom flat in Enerin. The whispers of Warri's high society turned venomous, mocking the man who had fallen from grace. Adaize, however, stood unshaken. Her love for Emeka was not tethered to his wealth. She sold her jewelry, her designer asook, and even her prized gold bangles to keep food on the table. "We'll rise again, my love," she told him, her eyes fierce with determination. Emeka, humbled and broken, clung to her strength, though doubt gnawed at his soul. The temptation. As months turned into a year, the Okonkwo's struggle deepened. Emeka took odd jobs, driving a kiki, working as a clerk at a local shop, but the pay was a pittance compared to their former life. Adaize, ever resourceful, started a small akara stall by the roadside, her hands calloused but her spirit unbroken. Yet their hardship did not go unnoticed. Enter Chief Victor Ogini, a wealthy oil magnate and Emeka's former rival. Victor had always coveted Adaize, her elegance a prize he could never win. Seeing Emeka's downfall, he saw an opportunity. One evening, as Adaize closed her stall, Victor's sleek Mercedes pulled up. He offered her a way out, luxury, comfort, and a life of ease, if only she would leave Emeka. "A woman like you deserves better than this," he said, gesturing to the dusty street. Adaize's laughter was sharp, her eyes blazing. "My husband's worth is not in his wallet, but in his heart." "You'll never understand that, Victor." She walked away, head high, leaving the magnate stunned. Word of her loyalty spread, earning her quiet respect among the market women and neighbors, who began calling her Ada Igwe, the Queen of Strength. The spark of hope. Emeka, unaware of Victor's proposition, was battling his own demons. Shame weighed heavily on him, and he feared Adaize might one day tire of their struggle. But her unwavering faith kept him going. One evening, as they sat under the dim light of a kerosene lamp, Adaize shared an idea. "You know the land your father left you in Udu? It's fertile. Why not farm it? The oil boom may be gone, but people will always need food." Emeka, initially skeptical, saw the fire in her eyes and agreed. They pooled their savings, bought seedlings, and began cultivating yam and cassava. Adaize worked the fields alongside him, her beauty undimmed by the sun's harsh rays. Their first harvest was modest but promising. Emeka's entrepreneurial spirit rekindled. He began supplying local markets, then restaurants, and soon supermarkets in Asaba and Sapele. The rise anew. 2 years of toil transformed their fortunes. Emeka's farm grew into a thriving agribusiness, leveraging Delta's rich soil and his rediscovered business acumen. He secured a contract to supply a major food processing company, and soon, Okonkwo Farms was a household name. Emeka diversified into poultry and fish farming, employing dozens of locals. The couple moved into a modest but comfortable house in Uviwi, a far cry from their former mansion, but a home filled with love. Adaize's akara stall evolved into a catering service, her culinary skills drawing clients from across Delta State. Together, they rebuilt their empire, not on oil's fleeting wealth, but on the enduring value of hard work and unity. Warri's elite, once scornful, now sought their favor, but Emeka and Adaize remained grounded, their bond stronger than ever. The legacy of love. One evening, as they sat on their veranda, watching the sunset over the Warri River, Emeka took Adaize's hand. "You could have left, Ada. Why did you stay?" he asked, his voice thick with emotion. She smiled, her eyes reflecting the golden light. "Because you are my home, Emeka. Rich or poor, you are my wealth." Their story became a legend in Delta State, a testament to love that withstood temptation and trial. Okonkwo Farms grew into a regional powerhouse, but more than their wealth, it was Adaize's loyalty and Emeka's resilience that inspired generations. In the heart of Warri, they proved that true riches lie not in gold, but in a love that endures. The end.